Now, did you know there are 5.8 million carers in the UK? When I say carers, I'm talking unpaid carers, those that are looking after loved ones, and the number is on the rise. Unpaid carers save the economy £184 billion every year. I mean, that, when you think about it, that's the cost of a second NHS. But it's a personal cost, isn't it, to those who are giving up their time and some of them their own jobs to look after someone they love. Well, my next guest has just won a national award for the work that she does to support carers. Sheena Goodey is Service Manager for Lincolnshire Carers Service. And welcome, Sheena. You've been named Workplace Champion at the first ever Carers UK Awards. Whoop! This is me giving you that's a round of applause because you probably need more than one.
Thank you very much.
Well done, you. So you were at this do, and Stephen Mangan, him with the big smiley teeth, gave you an award.
Yes.
What was that like? Firstly, tell me about it.
So it was exciting. Getting nominated was really exciting. I did find out there was 360 nominations in that category. I think when I actually went to the event, it was quite large, and I probably looked at everybody else and listened to their stories and thought, oh, they're much better than me. So when you actually announced my name, it didn't really hit home straight away, but then the excitement came in, and I loved the moment, and I've liked the fact that it has really recognised what we do in Lincolnshire to support unpaid carers and working carers. So we know we're doing it better than anybody else.
Whoop, whoop. Just to the night, briefly, before we talk about caring, where was it?
It was in London, just down by the Barbican. So it was a really, really nice venue.
Buy a new dress?
I did buy a new dress. I bought several new dresses. Got myself finally in one that I felt comfortable in. Old walking shoes to get to the venue, and then a quick change. But really, really lovely experience. And I went with the trustee from the charity that I work for, which is Carers First. We're part of the Lincolnshire Carers Service, and that was really nice having an evening with Sem as well.
Yeah. So why do you think you were given the prize? Like, what did the judges say about you?
I think we are lucky in Lincolnshire that we have got a contract that allows us to reach out and work with organisations and to support working carers in this arena. And I think I sometimes think outside the box a bit. So if you give me a task to do, I will go away and do it. But if there's an opportunity outside the box, I'll do that as well. And there's a few things came up. So in the last few years, I've managed to work with the Ministry of Justice to help them get their carer network across the whole of the UK for prisons and probation offices, just based on some work in Lincoln Prison. I've done some global presentations with our CEO to global banks and things. So I think it's a recognition of what I've done inside the charity, what I've done as part of the Lincolnshire Carers Service, and then a few things that I've done personally, a bit of a drive as well.
You used to work for the corporations, didn't you?
I did. I used to work for Mars.
Commercial sector, yes. And you had a high-flying career there, and then you just thought, hang on, I'm gonna go into the carers world. And you went in at the bottom, you told me just now.
Yeah. So I didn't initially come straight into the carers world, but I worked for Mars for 25 years. And then there was a factory closure, which gave us an opportunity to either move into different roles or take an opportunity to do something else. And I just started dipping my foot into some volunteering in the third sector. And I really wanted to move into something that made a difference. So I did. I started at the bottom, and I became a receptionist in a drug and alcohol organisation. I did homeless work with in Framework and Axiom.
Good for you.
Domestic violence. And then I moved into the carers role on a project 7 years ago, and that's where I've been doing all of the employment work since.
More from the Workplace Champion of the Year at the Carers UK Awards in a moment. Then we'll talk about caring and what support there is here in Lincolnshire and the rising number of people that are doing it. for free, day after day. But for now, let's listen to Big Mountain, Baby I Love Your Way. It's 12:20. We'll do celebrity birthdays in just a moment. But just chatting with Sheena Goodey. She's just carried away the trophy. I'm imagining it was a trophy. The glitter ball for the Workplace Champion of the Year at Carers UK Awards. And it's to do with her work for the Lincolnshire Carers Service. And so, Sheena, let's just talk about what it means to be a carer in Lincolnshire today, just so that those that perhaps haven't thought about what goes on in so many homes, what people are doing because they love that person they're caring for. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, firstly, in Lincolnshire, we estimate we've got well over 70,000 unpaid carers.
Really?
Yeah. And a lot of those are not even aware of the support that is available for them because they don't recognise themselves as an unpaid carer. I'm a wife, I'm a parent, I'm a daughter.
Yeah.
So we were just talking earlier about some examples. You know, you could be a parent looking after a child that's got autism. You could be a working carer, popping in and out, supporting your parents on your way to work and on your way back. So there's lots of challenges in Lincolnshire. We're very big, we're very rural, so there's a lot of isolation goes with our carers as well. We have a lot of financial issues that we're aware of with carers. It's, you know, sometimes when people give up work, go into caring, there is a real difference with the income that's coming in. We have some really, really complex cases, but we have a service here that will support people. So within Lincolnshire, there are 2 services, and they will support people from as young as 3 up to 100 plus. And it's all about supporting the home, trying to keep you in that environment where you are, where you're happy, and the support that we do is for that person that helps you.
So briefly then, before we go, if there are carers listening, what kind of help, what kind of support is there?
Right, so there's quite a lot of support. There's everybody's entitled to a carers assessment. That's obviously one thing that carers are allowed to have through law. That will look at things like there's financial support that you can get. You can get peer-to-peer support. You can get grants. We look at respite for carers, information, advice and guidance, signposting to other organisations. So it's really about taking the weight off carers' shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, if you speak to the service can answer a lot of the questions that you probably don't even know you've got.
Really good, yeah. And just knowing that you are perhaps linked into an organisation that sees you, understands what you do and connects you to others, that's in itself brilliant. But practical help too, fabulous. So that's the Lincolnshire Carers Service. Make sure you look up the Lincolnshire Carers Service, and congratulations, Sheena, on winning your Workplace Champion Award.
Thank you very much.
And thanks for coming in.
You're very welcome.